get started here. I just wanted to, well, for those who don't know me very well, I'm Ryan's dad, and I just wanted to welcome everyone for coming in, especially those who have traveled a long distance to get here. I think we have all four corners of the state covered. We've got my in-laws, my father-in-law and mother-in-law came up from Florida. We've got a friend of Ryan that plays football at OU that's coming in from Portland tomorrow. Well, actually, he's here already. He's in from Portland. Tamara's Texas. And we got certainly the Northeast cover with my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and older children and their friends. What did I miss? Arizona, excuse me. A couple of families from Arizona. So it's really kind of nice, and I want to thank everyone for taking the time and sharing this with us, because this is a huge thing in our lives, and we're honored to have you here. So I especially want to thank the Wattersons before we get started for everything they've done all along here. They're probably the most gracious and humble and accommodating people we know, really. We've been hanging out with them here for a couple years now, and I can't say enough good things about this family. They're really tremendous, and if you've ever had an opportunity to go with them to anywhere, it's really kind of humbling, because they wait on you hand and foot. The Diane never sits down. It's just crazy. So I can't say enough good things about the family, and of course their daughter. So let me start out by asking Ryan Murr to introduce the wedding party, and I'd like to say a few things about them, and then we'll have a prayer and we'll get going here. So.
All right. Over to the right here. This is my best man, Chris Smith. He's been my. We met in preschool since we were 5 years old. We used to beat up on each other playing sports growing up, and did a lot of fun things together. Went to school together, went to college together. We actually got Michael Fredo. One of my high school buddies. We played football together as well. Just been a great friend. Couldn't ask for anything better out of the guy. Next is Mark Grenko. Mark and I went to high school together, played football. He also was my roommate in college. Great guy, down to earth as anyone I've ever met. Appreciate you guys coming out. Next is John Watterson, Meredith's brother. And most importantly, my new big brother.
Oh. Yeah.
Hello, bro.
Twins.
In more ways than one.
Last but not least, Aaron Hall, my brother-in-law now for thank you guys all so much for coming in. This means the world to Meredith and I. I mean, it's just amazing that these many people gather together just for us to share this day. So it's truly a blessing for us, and just thank you guys all so much.
All right, we'll start with my maid of honor, my sister, Colleen. I asked her to be my maid of honor. I asked Colleen to be my maid of honor when we were 5, when we were playing Barbie dolls in the basement, and she said yes. So, Molly, one of my most amazing friends in the world. We've known each other since we were 5, so
we got us beat with preschool.
Yeah. And then Lindsay, we met in college. We played golf together on the golf team at Ohio University. So. And then Amy, my all-American Amy. We met in 5th grade, and my mom actually picked her to be my friend.
She's not kidding.
She's not kidding. She read the class list came, and I knew nobody in my 5th grade class, and my mom said, well, I think Amy would be a good friend. So
Amy Anderson. Amy Anderson.
Amy Anderson. So I went up to her on the first day and asked her to be my friend, and she said, sure. And then Erin, my wonderful, wonderful new sister-in-law. I don't know how we're going to make it through family get-togethers because we cry all the time. So she's just a huge blessing, and her whole family has just been amazing. So, and then my 3 gorgeous little nieces. We've got Lexi. Yeah, well, I've got for my new little goddaughter, Tatum, back there. She's 4 weeks old. So, yeah. And then we've got Mackenzie, who's 6. And then Brooklyn. So thank you, everybody, for being here.
All right, I guess it's customary for the father-in-law of the bride and the father of the groom to say just a couple things about them in particular. You want to join in?
Oh.
There we go. Little Brookie. She's not afraid to ask for the order. That's fine. So I think I'll start with Ryan's better half, Meredith. You know, we met her about, 6 years ago, something like that. That's how long it took for Ryan to finally get up the guts to ask the question. But, you know, it didn't take us long to see the quality of this gal. You know, we just love her. I mean, she's probably as sensitive and caring as any person that we could hope for my son to be married to and have him as a mate for life. Just a bit of an ironic story. Ryan and Meredith and a couple of their friends from Ohio U were out here in Minnesota and went to my brother's restaurant. And I think it was a Bloomington restaurant. And Joe met Meredith actually before my wife Lynn and I did. And I remember the phone call the next day. She's tough, but she's tough to be talked over sometimes. But I remember the phone call from the following day from Joe, and he said Ryan was in here with his friends from Ohio U, and he made a comment to me that was prophetic because he said it seemed to me like Ryan should have been with Meredith, that they were really well suited for each other. And again, this is before Lynn and I ever met, and that stuck with me. And you can see where that led to. It was just an amazing prophetic statement, Joe. And so, but you know, Mer is one of these people that she's very sensitive, and I always thought it was cute because one of the things that bothered her at times was every time she'd see me, she'd come up to give me a hug, she'd step on my foot. So I find this story out much later. I didn't even realize she was doing it, you know, but I thought it was cute because, you know, I weigh like 300 pounds, and she's worried about hurting me by stepping on my foot. I wear a 15, you know, she probably wears a 5, you know. So this is kind of the quality of her, but one of the things that jumped out at us right away was when they come over to our house, the girls just flock to her right away. And she's kind of like the Pied Piper because as soon as she walks in the door, the girls disappear. There have been times when we as adults are sitting in talking and having dinner or watching TV, and where's Meredith? In 2 hours, and she's still in there playing with the girls. And so not only is she going to be an excellent wife, we know that she's going to be an outstanding mother. There's no doubt in my mind. So can't say enough good things about you, Mer. We're happy to have you as part of our family. We're happy to be part of your family. And we couldn't be happier to know that our son has a mate like you for life. It's tremendous. Then there's this guy, you know. And for those of us that have sons, you know, there's good sons. Then there's great sons. Then there's the ultra sons. And then there's the okay sons. That's right. Of course I'm kidding because to me, he's the epitome of the ultra son. And we knew we had something special in him even as a baby. You start to see characteristics in your kids early on. And the story, we were moving out to Michigan from Pennsylvania. We went out on a house hunting trip. And Ryan was 5 months old. We're carrying him around in this car seat or whatever, and we had a little fold-out crib for him. So at the hotels we were staying at, he would lay right there in the crib next to us. And the first night we were there, he was sick as a dog, coughing, kind of a wheezing sound, you know, just terrible. It got to the point where we thought he might have pneumonia. And the thing that was heartbreaking about it was he never complained, never cried. It was just highly unusual to see this in a kid at that age. And little did I think that that's kind of how he was going to be for life. Chokes me up because, you know, you don't expect that you're going to find qualities in your kids that you will want to be like, you know, and so it's very rewarding to see, you know, things in your children as you grow up that make you feel like, you know, they're stronger than you, and it's a good feeling to know that they're better than you in a lot of ways, you know, and that's just one example. He's playing basketball against his sister one day in the driveway, and he tripped and his head went head first into the basketball ball, which was filled with cement. And so, you know, that thing didn't budge. And Ryan turned around, and Lynn and I were sitting there in chairs just watching them play. And he turns around, and he had this egg-like thing hanging down over his eye immediately. And we panicked. I thought he's going to lose his eye. It looked so bad. I'd never seen anything like it. You know, I haven't been around football and basketball and other sports. So it's true to form. It's Rye who was the voice of reason selling us down. You know, here he is looking like he's going to be blind in one eye, and he's selling my wife and I down, you know. So that's just one of the many things. He's always puts others first, you know, and I couldn't be prouder to have a son like this, and I'm going to miss him a lot. I'm going to miss the time we have, but it's so comforting to know that it's far outweighed by the fact that we're gaining a daughter in this thing. So, you know, I want to, you know, just propose a toast to them for their future, for their children. We hope that they'll bring their kids up, and I know they will, as Christians. We know how important that is, and, you know, I hope you guys will start to pick up the Bible on a daily basis and get to know our God as closely as you can, because it's so important, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. It's a good way to start the day. It's peace that you'll come to love. You know, God and a cup of coffee in the morning couldn't be better. So, you know, keep that going. I know you'll send them to good schools and make sure that they have the quality and characters that both of you have. So a toast to Ryan and Meredith for a long, healthy, prosperous life together.
Great job.